Anytime Komen, Nebraska raises money, 75% of it stays here in the state. The rest funds breast cancer research.
Like the work of one of our next guests. She's a top international breast cancer researcher, recognized as a Komen scholar. Her focus has long been understanding why cancers behave differently from how they grow to how they respond to treatment.
Oncologist Dr. Gelmon, alongside Komen, Nebraska board member Emily Pachel.
Hi, Emily.
Good to see you, Emily. Doctor, thanks for coming in. It's an honor
Thanks for
having you come in
inviting me.
today.
It is our honor.
Yeah, it really is. What brings you to Omaha?
I'm here for the Power of Promise Luncheon that's being sponsored by the Komen branch here. And Nancy Brinker, who founded the Komen, Susan G. Komen Foundation, is here as well. So we're here to talk about Komen and to talk to the supporters in Nebraska, because there are a lot of supporters.
Within the Komen organization, I feel like this is a star-studded event to have both of you here for one event. And I know Karen and Melissa, the whole team at Komen, Nebraska, they've been really excited about your visit for a long time. You are going to share some of your research. So let's spend some time on that, because this is one of the big points of your message. Where is the promise right now and what you're discovering?
So I think the promise is mainly that we understand the diversity of breast cancer. It's got one name. We used to think about it as one disease, but over particularly the last 15 years, we've been able to dissect out the different kinds of breast cancer. And a lot of my research right now is looking at a very aggressive form of breast cancer, something called triple-negative breast cancer, and trying to figure out in a population-based study how we can figure out which triple negatives are the good actors, which are the ones that we can treat and the woman's going to be fine and the cancer's never going to come back, and which are the ones that are going to come back, so we can change the treatments for those cancers and improve things. A lot of people say, oh, all this money's been going into breast cancer research for so long, why don't we have a cure yet? And the reality is we're curing more and more and more women every day. You know, this week in Nebraska, 24 women are going to get diagnosed with breast cancer, and the majority of those are going to get cured, but there are still too many who aren't getting cured. So what I'm trying to do is work with the scientists on one side, work with the patients on the other, bring that together to have patient-centered research where we can make things better.
Yeah, what's unique about what Komen is doing and the research you're doing that sets Komen apart from you know, other researchers, and then I guess more specifically the Komen scholars?
So I was a Komen scholar, and now I'm on the Scientific Advisory Board, and what our priority is to take that 25% of the funds that are raised across the country and to put it into research that's going to matter, research that's going to make a difference, research that's going to end breast cancer. One of the things we do a lot is we support young researchers who are just starting out their career, because we need a whole new population of young, creative researchers who are going to continue to move the field ahead. What's unique about Komen is there are funds that stay here in Nebraska that support community needs, but there are funds that go to international research. And the final thing is that all of us as Komen scholars or Scientific Advisory Board members talk to each other all the time. So we accelerate learning by virtue of sharing ideas early, not duplicating research, and moving the whole place forward.
Emily, this idea about science and you as an advocate, it's personal for you. Why? Would you share your story?
My mother was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer 2.5 years ago. So that's why it's really special to be here with Dr. Gelmon, researching triple-negative breast cancer. My mom's doing well, but through that experience, it was all the knowledge and information that she armed herself with that our family found and helped her through her treatment, her diagnosis, and now survivorship. So it's really special to be a part of such an amazing organization that impacted my mom's survivorship, and now hopefully will arm myself, my sister, our family with information so that we can be proactive with our health.
Yeah, let's talk about the luncheon a little bit. The luncheon is today, right? How many people are you expecting?
I believe it's around 75 people, and I've been getting meeting invites on my calendar for months now. Everyone is so excited to hear from Dr. Gelmon, to hear from Nancy Brinker. It's going to be an incredible event.
Well, it's, as I said, it's to have these two tremendous voices in the international conversation, not just here in the United States, but internationally, as Dr. Gelmon is so well respected for the research that she's already done. The luncheon's kind of capped at this point, so it's we can't get you to the tickets for that event, but we will encourage you to go to the website, komennebraska.org. If this is something you want to know more about what the organization is doing in the months ahead as we march toward race coming up again this October, and you can learn more too about the funding. Karen Daniel, our executive director here in the state of Nebraska, is really passionate about you understanding when you donate, where do those dollars go. So we've talked about mammograms and access and the new van and all of these things. Today, though, it's about research, so you understand the 25% part of the story and where those dollars are going.
Yeah, Dr. Gelmon, thanks for stopping by this morning. I know you're
Thank
busy,
you.
your
Thank you.
schedule's tight, so thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you,
us.
Good to see
Emily.
you.
Great to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it might not take much